here for Paper X, the first pillar of EMEA, to try to qualify here. And the desk rehashed all of the different stakes. Team Liquid has never fallen out of groups. Paper X just made it to second place at Copenhagen. And this would be them breaking the second place curse if they make it through the playoffs.
Paper X and Liquid going head to head, and it's Ascent that's going to Siamese him here in this decider.
Oh.
And you're right, the mid peak is already explosive. Look at Jing already satcheling his way forward.
And they just took so much space so fast. There's gonna be a pinch on to Demasik right here on the site.
The paranoid doesn't hit Jing, and I don't think he knows it. They've lost full tree control. No, he had no idea. The frenzy was there. It delays the push for just a moment, but you have to keep an eye. You gotta keep an eye on Soulcast. Yeah, he was the flank. But Forsaken cleans him up. The door's down. The spike is planted.
What a pace to set here for Paper X. Right off the bat. The round starts, the barrier drops, and they instantly pounce.
What a start. A prime Gaming Flawless comes through. You can hear him reacting on the stage. You're absolutely right. The pace was sickening.
And that's now 4-1 pistols for Paper X as well. Team Liquid struggling with them. And when they need it most right here, this early pick, and I love how Jing just immediately double satchels to take that space. And we're back. This is literally the type of thing you'll hear out of Challengers playoffs when Paper X goes undefeated in APAC.
Yeah, strap in, friends. It's going to be a good one. So, somehow the fact that we've gone 10 seconds and there hasn't been anything crazy compared to the last one, it's definitely a slower pace, and there you go, but Scream just rips him out of the skies.
These haunts though, oh my goodness.
Gravity well, there's no way out. There's nowhere to go. They're gonna get the spike down here. Two sheriffs, excuse me, left for Team Liquid.
The type of thing that's always a problem here on eco rounds is you just don't have the right weapons to break even basic things like haunts there. Navari not wanting to shoot with the shorty.
I mean, Soulcast has gotten a weapon. He's the furthest away from the fight though. And Devi swings off of his own flash, cleans him up. Forsaken's Vandal takes care of the Spectre that stood. And another clean round out. Forsaken's already gotten so many kills.
I have to wonder how Scream is the last one there when he took that first fight.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Player. Or was it Jing who came out immediately? And wow, what a difference actually. Paper X 5-2, whereas Team Liquid are 2-4 in these decider maps. That is huge actually. And it's important to note that that is stage 2 as well. So Team Liquid, that's when they didn't make it to Copenhagen.
You want to
and they
play?
didn't have that many
play.
deciders in LCQ, which is where they're currently at in terms of form, is that level.
The pace that Paper X have shown, so much more vintage, so much more like the Paper X we've known to grown to know and love.
It's a great angle from Scream.
Very nice angle indeed. Forsaken had no idea.
And he's following up with a flash here if the Prowler spots something.
Does, but there's a nice crossfire. There's help on the other side. Scream backs up.
They don't commit off of it, which is very nice. The information that they have on the rest of the map doesn't tell them that there should be an easy 2v1 or something like that. And look at Yampi too. He's all the way down mid. He's gotten so much information this entire time. Here comes the pivot from Paper X, back over towards Jing.
He still has double satchels too.
They just heard the door close too, and that's actually really nice for Paper X right now. They don't have to worry about Tree at all, because Team Liquid's worried about the pinch from Cap.
The flash out, there go the double satchels. Jing, the soul of aggression has just been dropped. Not around any longer. Devi also falls. Liquid seem to be holding the line, but the Spectres out from Paper X have been problematic before. Yampi on the flank. Yampi on the shots, not able to get the kills, but Scream just had the barrel of the gun shoved into his mouth by Benkai. But Soulcast cleans him up. And the pop off from the stage from Liquid in kind.
Letting him know that but they won't get pushed around on this map. Scream again, early in the game, he's got his ult up.
Heads up.
There's Jing for the second time going crazy when he goes out for these A main executes. His double satchels, he's the guy who's taking space on this comp. And I love that Forsaken's responding actually to the yells from the other side of the stage.
Oh yeah.
He's ready for this. He knows how much fun it is going to be to go against a team that potentially is not dead yet. And that's what people might have expected or thought after watching the pro game, saying, oh my goodness, they just got stomped. Here's Scream down mid.
That was the only challenge. But they also push into tree at the exact same time, yeah.
And these trades are very favorable here for Paper X. Obviously, it come out, oh, sorry, Team Liquid, because they've already lost the smokes here, but it doesn't matter if they get the site.
And they should be first to it. There's the double satchel. There's Jin going forward. Spike just going to show up a little bit behind. The door goes down, and it's going to be a retake attempt from Team Liquid. The flash there, and Jing tried to swing out, but he can't see a dang thing. Devi's so weak. Forsaken is 2, 10 HP in a 1v3. Little sidestep, little shoulder thrown. And there's really no way for Forsaken to find anything. Cleans up Nevera, but Soulcast punches right back. We're tied.
And the bonus doesn't net any advantage here for Paper X. They're not able to win the next gun round, so we'll take a look and see if Paper X can scrounge together something. Oh. Very pivotal on that retake.
Absolutely. With a Guardian, too.
And it's not something we've really touched on too much because obviously Yumpy and Scream have taken a lot of attention, but swapping Nevera off of sometimes playing the Chamber has netted them a really good initiator. He's got the KO ult up this round. Paper X does not have any, but they're going fast anyways.
Oh, the Molly timing is so good. As soon as they see the utility dump over the side, soaring through the skies, they counter with utility of their own.
Going up.
Scream looks to wall up. He's got a Prowler in his face. He tries to drop a flash. He has another one to work with. And yeah, I don't know how he's not alive. He just finally goes down.
Paper X so low now.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, they're dead, bro. 5 HP for Devi. He's able to clean up one. He's going to get the spike down 2. Paranoia has to take this forward angle. And now the flash there. Very well played by Liquid.
And the fast pace from Paper X is all of a sudden stopped entirely. Great setup again. This time from Yumpy and Scream. Remember the position that Scream got that first kill on the bonus of Paper X. This time, Yumpy plays in that position, and he's got his rendezvous to TP out if there's any flashes. And Scream is baiting for him from stairs and also delaying for him to reposition to a great spot. Just a solid round, a solid setup.
3 ultimates to their name. Yumpy 2 points away from his. He's got the operator to work with.
The important thing here is Devi's ult. Usually it's the attack side ults that set the tone of the round.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see if there's any sort of anti-KO ults from the other side or set up at all. Doesn't look like it just now.
Scream up close. He's got the flash out. There's the ult that you were looking for. And it's going to take mid.
This is getting everybody suppressed for Team Liquid right now.
Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath.
They're all running back-to-back site because they have no utility to slow this down.
Devi has to find value backside, but no! Nevera holds the line! He finds 2 massive kills. The flash out to look for the third, and they're all sitting in front of him, all sitting ducks.
Hot marking up 2. They're easily spammable from this position. But return fire somehow.
There.
Demistic isn't even here yet, bro. Mindfree only has 11
Last
HP.
player standing.
Yumpy gets a
Spike
kill.
down B.
What a hold. Nevera's 2 kills as Paper X challenge backside, as they challenge spawn.
It's just ridiculous.
Won them that round.
Those shots are just ridiculous. I honestly thought he was on for the ace.
There.
when he had the 1v1 while the other player was flashed here. Look at this. The thing is, Divide, that last pulse just gave him away. Nevera just had the right angle.
Even without the ace, all smiles for Nevera. All smiles for Liquid. And it's actually the Paper Rex now who have to call a timeout.
You see the one Team Liquid fan at the watch party?
No, I missed it. No.
He's got the jersey up in the front row.
He's the only one who's happy in that room right now. Team Liquid with the 2-round lead here. It's still very early, but Liquid a bunch back.
Reminder how this series has gone so far. Team Liquid took map 1 after letting Paper Rex take back the lead at the final moment. We went to overtime. Second map, Paper Rex was in control the entire time. Massive leads. This time, Team Liquid starting out with a small but respectable lead, and they forced Paper Rex to save once again on a timeout.
They're going to buy a little bit, it looks like. Get Forsaken and Mind Freak a couple of weapons.
Hero rifles and stingers. And
yeah.
You've seen the formula so far. It's just been so often these light buy rounds end up winning out against the greater weaponry. I would have expected it for sure, especially if there's a couple ults thrown in here. But they do have the Mind Freak ult. And Paper Rex, specifically Mind Freak, with that Cosmic Divide, has been being very creative this series. So let's see.
What a knife. From the opposite side of the map.
Lands all the way towards A main.
And I think it I believe it tagged Jing.
Must have tagged Jing, yeah.
Yeah. Who does have a showstopper.
Yampi's gonna get challenged. Is he on anchor here? Must be.
No.
No, it's
No, he's
recalled right
not.
now. So if they find a timing, there's 10 seconds for him not to be able to TP.
Oh, Divide rotates away. No flash to swing on the angle. Forsaken takes her soul cast.
Jing loves to push off contact the rest of the map, and they are. They're pushing through Cat right now. Demastic almost committed. Just canceled the last second. Here we go.
Wisely waits as Jing goes forward.
Gives the spike up.
And Demastic just holding the site. He gets 2 big kills. You see Benkai trying to retreat down in hell. I don't know, bro.
That was a little wonky, but
Yes, it was.
again, just a light buy. Just a couple of weapons forced out. And all of a sudden, it's almost all players up with their ults for Paper Rex. Jing just going way past his team here.
One enemy remaining.
Could have been dangerous with that pick from Forsaken in mid.
I mean, we called him the soul of aggression earlier, and it's because of plays like that.
Yep.
Right? You just double satchels forward with the spike, and come what may, he tries to make a play.
And I love that term, actually, because it feels like he just has a pulse on when the right time is to do it, more than anybody in the game.
Yeah.
And that's what I was mentioning. Loves to do it when there's something else happening on the map, whether it's something in front of him or something completely different.
Opportunistic almost, yeah.
Just trying to find a spot in the comms where you can find a gap.
Still has that showstopper. Still has 2 satchels, so you know the go button hasn't been pressed yet.
And just to explain that a little bit more while Paper Rex is playing the slow default, anytime something happens on the map, you're going to be reacting to it, and that's when you take your hand off of an angle. Just for that second, that's where Jing tries to abuse.
You're really lucky, Paper X, let you explain that as long as you did.
They've got the trademark down now. There's a trap play here, but because of that Prowler, it gets canceled. So Nevera's not able to capitalize.
They're going to go forward. Benkai with the Nightfall. You got Forsaken on the other side.
Counter ulted.
They want to go A.
They've got no follow-up utility here.
Gonna be holding the line with the op. Jing is gone.
30
Vice
seconds
pushes
left.
way all the way down into hell. Benkai spotted, doesn't seem to care. He's got cover. He's got help.
What a good play by Scream. He gets him.
Forsaken was going to be the flank. But you're right, Scream gets him. Everything falls apart on the site. Liquid get to 6.
That is prep to a T right there. Scream, your star player, who is playing the B site, just waits while the hit's going on. You know, people are pushing heaven, and he's saying back B site to wait for this Forsaken cross. It's just so clinical.
One enemy
The
remaining.
book already has been written here for Paper X, and they are not deviating. And that's a big problem. 4 rounds right now, and that's the type of thing that's going to balloon the lead. The desk was touching on Forsaken and his over peaks. That's an example. But even there, he's sheepish and slow.
You want to play? Let's play.
5-man death ball towards A. Just waiting on the other side. You've got Navera close by.
He's got the knife, so you know Jing loves to double satchel and showstopper out here.
Yep, and that's exactly the setup that he has.
Is he going to use it?
Jump across from Javon.
There it is, popped, canceled. No, he's in front of it.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Navera's able to get the kill. And now the nade to delay. You see all of the utility being used. Everyone dumping everything into this site, into this chokehold.
Speed punishes Paper X again. Jing all by himself. And they have nothing to capitalize on any of the space that he might have taken. It's just too slow here.
Yeah, where's the second dip, though, if you're Paper X?
You are divided.
Surely that's not the only thing you have planned.
This is it. Scream's going to try to clear B main right now, so he's checking if it's a fake.
And off of the fact that Scream's getting all this info, you see on the top of your minimap, Soulcast rotating A.
And they just actually used their own KO nade to stop Scream from pushing if it was A main. They didn't know where he was coming from. This wall's going to fall.
And Navera will too. Yampi holding the angle with the Yap. He spots a player. No, not able to land the shot. Team is sick, trying to hold the side himself. He goes up top and he's able to tuck away. That was close. That was dangerous. But he stays alive and he goes back in.
They're seized.
Oh, off of the flash, but he's not able to get the spike down. Team is sick with a massive kill. Now with 8 seconds left, Liquid again hold Paper X back. What a playmaker.
So much stuff just happened right in that round. And massive credits to Soulcast as well, getting the C's off on the site. And that's so frustrating too. Remember, this game started out really good for Paper X. They were setting the tone, they were setting the pace. But Team Liquid has responded
Together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are
so well. Normally I'd see the scoreline and I'd say it's certainly not a big deal. But for Paper X, this attacking side for them historically has been so good. So good.
And it just looks so flat.
So I'm wondering what might be okay for other teams. Is it going to be okay for Paper X? Is this already enough for Team Liquid on the second half? We'll have to see. Even how this half ends.
It's just Forsaken with a weapon.
He's been hurt here, both Soulcast and Scream.
And it was off of that.
Yeah,
Right.
Yampi holding with the angle.
Very cool setup out from Liquid. Now the rest of Paper X are smoked off. Mind Freak's the only one who's not with them. Goodbye tries to find space and try to work his way out onto the site. That works.
Smoke.
But that was the only real flank they had, man. That was their only additional pressure. This Jing just goes forward, goes backward, goes all sorts of which ways.
One enemy remaining.
Low-key do need him on a fishing pole to bring him back in some of these instances, but
Bro, what is this round? Bankai's gotten a weapon. And it's a 1v2. They swing them at the same time. And it's a 6-round lead for Liquid.
again, out of the timeout for Paper X, it just hasn't been hitting. And that possibility of those light buys doing very well for Paper X. That threat feels gone.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in so long at this point that they almost feels like it's empty.
It just, every time they actually make it close to a choke point, they just can't make it through.
Yeah. The defense out from Liquid is impressive. It's been stalwart. An attempt to find a cheeky little kill early on from Liquid nets them nothing other than the pressure.
Devi is one off of ult right here, but he's walking up cat, so they're not interested in playing for any orbs.
Forsaken's madman. And now note here, it was off of the rendezvous, so Yampi gets away, but Scream is left in Cubby.
Yeah. And they have a deep trip as well, so they might not know that he crossed.
Bring them down.
This is so pivotal here, especially if they do try to go for this B split, and they are going to go for it. My goodness.
The wall gives them the time to rotate out too. Nightfall catches Jing, so they know there's somebody playing mid. But how close do they think? The Prowler's going to follow up, so they know.
Oh, and they paranoia into tree, and that's exactly where the rest of Paper X are. Yeah, they've taken care of Jing mid, but Paper X go aggressive. They go forward. Look at Mind Freak. Deep behind enemy lines, deep into the belly of the beast. They keep Soulcast back. A 3v3 here. Use a Nightfall of their own.
Look at Scream. He's flanking top mid right now.
But Devi's waiting for it. He's ready for it. He spotted him. Paper X so desperately need this round.
Oh my goodness, he just bought so much time for them right now to re-clear heaven, but Benkai's waiting.
How is he so far up? How is he playing so aggressively? 2 seconds left on the haunt, and he finally drops down. And there it is, it's use that. Playing on Knife's Edge. Spots one, kills him. What a play out from Benkai. Scream finding one off the flash, a 2v2 here. Benkai still down low, still in hell. Flash is gone, it's just Soulcast with 11 HP, and he never really made it out of heaven at all.
And even if Soulcast somehow takes care of Benkai, you've got the Mind Freak flank through cat where it was planted for him.
Last round in the half.
He pounced on that space after Scream gave it up. And it was really him unlocking this round. Was Demus look like he wants to hold it?
So desperately needed round from Paper X, man.
Huge.
Given the fact that Liquid won 7 rounds in a row and 8-4 half, it is a miracle.
One more chance here to make that miracle happen. Don't forget Devi has his ult this round. But a number of different chambers.
Navera opping and Navera challenged.
This is a double op setup as well. Just brings it away so there's no chance the Paper X players can pick it up later on.
You mentioned the double op setup. There's the second one.
That works.
Prowler cleared out. Forsaken flirted with death. Last round. This time doesn't get away with it. And there are not a ton of options. Yeah, Mind Freak has gotten in towards A, but I don't think they're going to pivot. They don't want to go that way. So keep an eye on that as a flank if they choose to commit.
That's huge. He's got the space right now. He has to find himself some space, and he has to stay alive.
Well, or perhaps a kill, right? Like in a 5v3, yeah, you've taken some space, but it's
Mystic is
got to be
waiting
more than
for it.
that. And
Look
you're
at him.
right. Oh, he knows. He knows. But Mind Freak kills him anyway.
Is Copenhagen Mind Freak back finally when they needed him most?
How much more can he find? Is that enough? He retreats back into the safety of his team as the spike goes down. Now you
Rolls out.
used, yep.
Spike planted.
Prowler to try to find some space. Will that gravity well matter? Scream off the flash of Prowler, they're clearing everything. While the rest
Pulses are gone. You could actually use that as a smoke too to give Device something to play around.
And he's playing so far up, so forward. So worried about the angle from heaven, but it's actually a tree that betrays him. And now you've got the ult that's been used. Scream dropped. Mind Freak still playing back, and you've got Benkai down low. They've got him in hell. The crossfire is so good. Can Mind Freak win the round?
Don't forget the star. He's got the Gravwell. They're blocking it. They're blocking the pull, but he doesn't get it enough. It's a good
way.
Gravwell. Oh my goodness. Liquid went for it, but Mind Freak with the 1v2.
Switching sides.
And that was a 3 versus 5 to end the half on. Paper X are back.
Again, a bloody miracle given how those 7 rounds in the middle of that half went. Let's look at that again. Soulcash trying to keep Scream on the defuse, trying to keep him on the spike. A cool idea that ultimately does not net them anything. The suck too strong. What a Red Bull clutch, as you mentioned. It was a 1v2 at the end. The utility setup was there, but it was not enough. An 8-4 half as Paper X try to stay competitive. Let's throw it down to the desk.
Thank you so much, Doug and Paula. And wow, what a conclusion there. That was not going well for Paper X until the end. Way to bookend some big round win sideshow because they desperately needed it if they want to stay competitive on Ascent.
I feel like the game plan from Team Liquid has just been immaculate. They've just come in and known exactly how Paper X want to move around the map. And every time there's an exec happening, everyone's waiting to destroy Jing. I think he's 3-11 at the half, giving me flashbacks to Forsaken.
Yeah, it started off in this game with some really good quick rounds from Paper X, but since then, Team Liquid has been shutting down Yampy in particular, fantastic as an anchor. And on top of that, they've been setting away these lurks. They have not allowed Forsaken to find those lurk timings when he's playing on the chamber. You saw in that round right there, he's alone working his way towards B, but Scream chilled out. He waited for him. By the time, Team Liquid was so prepared for this matchup.
The spike was already planted by the time he's picking up that lurk.
So patient.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that just shows that they have the prep difference.
Yeah, indeed it does, and I think that is going to be the difference maker here. And we have a little bit of a defensive win rate here, 64.3% defensive win rate, Sideshow.
Not quite enough. They're 8-4 down. You need a 67% win rate if you're going to be able to pull that one off. But it is going to be close, and I think so much of it will come down to the pistol because Paper X's defensive side is really good, and the comp is good here.
Yeah, and I think looking at the head-to-head between these two comps, when you don't have that dive, that gap close on the side of Team Liquid, players like Jing and Forsaken get a lot more value in fighting for the main control, both on that chamber and with that fade raise combination. If they can hold space in mains, shut down that Phoenix before it gets close enough to brawl on the site with the flashes, it can be really valuable.
Yeah, it's so important that you fight forwards on this defense. I don't necessarily mean push aggressive, but you've got to be there to actually attack the choke points. But the next round coming up, this pistol round, is everything.
Huge.
Team Liquid are 2-11 so far at Champions in the pistol rounds. That is disastrous. If they can win one, that will be the difference maker. But otherwise, we've probably still got a close half.
Yeah, Team Liquid potentially win the pistol. They could walk away the winners and into the playoffs. A huge opportunity now for Paper X to try and bring this game back. Let's send it back over to Doug and Bala.
Thank you so much, GB. The 2-11 stat on pistols weighs heavy on the mind ball as we turn our attention to this second half. Paper X, not only is their percentage better, but they've also been dominating Liquid in that same field in this series.
Yep. 3-2 so far. Liquid started off with breaking a little bit of that pattern. So let's take a look. Ascent, so far at this event, has been one of those maps where these comebacks happen frequently.
It feels so swingy these days, yeah.
Good attempt there from Paper X to try to get a little trap on his Scream.
Yeah, just a bit late.
Oh, actually, I think that was just Scream being so cautious on that approach. I don't think the timing has anything to do with it. Scream was baiting that out in a sense.
Oh, they're going to walk back up Torch Tree, and there are 3 members from Paper X here.
Plus that star.
The star could spell disaster. And there it is. Gravity was used. There's just Navarro on the other side, but Prowler provides some cover. The swing out anyway. Scream gets one with the Frenzy. And they're pushed back. Paper X not able to hold that space. Again, remember, 2-11 on pistols. Possibly the most important pistol that they will play this entire tournament right now.
Man, advantage for Liquid.
And it's just gotten even bigger. Mindfreak on the swing out, finds one, not able to get the second. That kill would have been enormous. Possibly the most important, the most valuable pistol round. Liquid will win all tournament.
That's both on Ascent, and the scoreline speaks to it. Solid from Scream and so many others. And the pop-off is real right now for Team Liquid. They know they're moments away from making it towards playoffs.
Scream got out of his seat, and yeah, you can tell, they can feel it.
Instant nade here for Jing. Again, towards where Scream's positioned. And he does take a bit of damage with that. That gives space right here. You saw how Yampi was the one who was holding it last time.
Oh,
Here
but
comes
they
a
know,
flash.
they know. They're expecting the aggression.
It's ridiculous. Josh said prep diff at the halftime break. And it's just showing itself every single corner you turn around.
What else do Paper X have, man? We're very likely looking at a 10-4 lead on this decider. Other than the bookended rounds, as GB was mentioning in the first half, it's been all Liquid.
And while they're re-exploring mid, there's not even a gun to be found. Devi.
He's by himself, dude. That's a hero play if I've ever seen one.
And the hero plays when you start to see them this late in the game
Yeah,
is
it's concerning. Yep.
very concerning. It's what
Dropping spike.
loses you more than you would have otherwise.
And look at how meticulous Liquid are being. Get the spike. They have so many opportunities to plant it, but they want to funnel it,
30
funnel it
seconds
into
left.
Scream's hand, get him that run it back.
Also, recover all this space while he goes for that late delayed plant. They're ready for them to pop out of market.
Only one member has taken shield damage. And that's Scream. Financially, they're set up so well for the future too, man. They're also going to have 2 rifles to work with, 2 Phantoms into the next round, assuming nobody dies.
Are they going to spot them from top mid?
Oh, dear.
Wait a second. Wait a
Oh.
second. There's a lot of time here.
Yeah, Jing just found something.
They're not going to go into the site. These kills don't even really matter right now.
Last player standing.
No, the important thing is they carry both those Phantoms into the next round.
Thought there was a back door there for Paper X. Whew.
Well, given how the series has gone, I wouldn't have been surprised.
That would have been ridiculous. 10-4. Team Liquid is matching the lead that Paper X had on Pearl. But in map 3. Map number 3. The final map for Group A.
Devi has the Odin. Maybe he can find something. You see a setup towards B. Did they just spy? The knife went mid. Devi rotated very early.
He's here top mid.
Yeah.
There could easily be a haunt here from Benkai that lands on top of market. Or Devi can melt them with it.
The knife not finding anything.
He falls off though. Good recall here from Jing, but the shots are missed, thankfully.
Better late than never, I suppose.
The reaction is not fast enough from Team Liquid. You saw Scream try to punish. And there you go, first kill actually out from Paper X.
Yeah,
Prowler's exchanged here and be made.
And I cannot stress the importance of them getting that kill. They lose this or likely broken. You're looking at 11, 12, 4 maybe.
Damasic just lets them, let Jing basically make the decision on whether he wants to go back into that pocket on Cat or not, and then re-flashed it to get a free kill, knowing that most likely there's no more satchels here for Jing. Don't forget Scream has this ult. There's 30 seconds and they're
30
pivoting
seconds
again.
left.
I wonder what they're looking for. They haven't garnered a ton of info towards mid or
This
towards
is
B. It's really
so late.
It's really just Demasic who's holding tree.
They're gonna get the plant on with 5 seconds, if anything, if at all.
If they're that fortunate. You still have 2 defenses from Paper X here.
Where are you?
12 seconds, 2 players, you said it.
Haunt's been destroyed. There's the ult. The ult's been used. Benkai feeling pressure. Starting
Have
to
to
get
commit to the
overwhelmed.
plant.
He has to turn around. You're absolutely right. And
It's
Defi
over.
with the Odin. From the very beginning. Gets the round for Paper X.
Just a head-scratching round here from Team Liquid.
Just took too long.
It speaks to the inexperience still of Scream. But I do love how the rest of the team, they just committed to it. Followed the call till the end. 5 seconds to plant. And okay, Paper X on the board. Again, that was the bonus for Team Liquid. Yeah, sure, they invested a lot in the anti-eco because of the rifles, but don't forget they saved those into it. And let's see.
Paul, this is concerning. Paper X have a Spectre and a Guardian. It's not a fully fleshed out buy.
Meanwhile, Team Liquid's buy is really good. Forsaken though. Top mid against Scream.
forget what I said about the Guardian being concerning.
Liquid's still trying to work the map right now. Their approach so far, since the last 2 rounds, has felt a little disjointed. There's another player going off by himself.
And you've got a third going off by himself across B. Soulcaster, they're flirting with fire.
Where are you?
And he has to cross mid where many of his teammates already died with no help from Yampi.
And you see it, Red X is littering the path that he's trying to get to. Trying to traverse. And then if you somehow manage to get through no man's land.
He just crouched past that. Didn't really realize you could do that. You can crouch past the jump peak. Yampi with the tech. Oh my goodness. He has no clue.
Oh no. Mindfreak hopping around like a rabbit with a knife out. Imagine feeling pretty
30
foolish
seconds
now.
left.
Not committing to the plant, not committing to the spike, expecting some of that aggression. You just heard a satchel go off from Jing.
Find you.
Grabs bait. They've got an aid to delay the haunt there. Soulcast on the swing.
They've busted this open.
This would be disastrous for Paper X. This was a 5v2. Bola.
Last player standing.
Great flash though. So they flirt with disaster, but everything's fine. Paper X get another one in. Team Liquid, while they get the spike down. Oh, actually, Davis has a lot of money here. They definitely potentially could invest. Yeah, screams instant buying here. There's definitely going to be a challenge against Paper X, who you mentioned the economy was a little rough for them in that prior round.
Shot.
Hostile down.
This is the early round, remember, where it was clearly Team Liquid didn't exactly know what the approach was supposed to be. And here's an early flash. Looks like they might want to dive. There might be a haunt here from Bankai and Jing going really fast into main.
Or at least just to fight for control of the orb, maybe, because he is one away from Showstopper.
Look at the pivot immediately from Team Liquid. Fast up mid.
Yeah, there's no time to think about orbs. There's just going to be a fight at their doorstep before they know it. He's here. Note they have a couple of sheriffs to work with. Jing has to back up.
Pivots are coming so often. They're plentiful here for Team Liquid. Once again, going over towards Cat. The thing is, A main, no control for them at all. And you've got Forsaken and Mindfreak here. Oh!
Forsaken looking to find more with that operator. The trademark to provide some cover. Spike hasn't been committed to yet. Yampi trying to play back Jenny. Demasic has fallen. There's the ult. He's going to go up top. He's not. Oh, he is going to get the kill on the Soulcast. The Jin continues to hunt, continues to push, and continues to kill.
All targets eliminated.
And turns the first half scoreline for Jing on its head. 3-11 he was at the half. Now, 5 rounds into it. He's 11-13.
Clearly finding more comfort on this side of the map.
It is just a particularly easier half to play for Jing. Doesn't have to be the tip of the spear in this composition for the defense. He's reacting more than anything. Here's where they're starting to threaten this double satchel play in the smoke that we've seen over and over from Paper X. There's still money here from Team Liquid.
It's really all in the hands of Yampi, but yeah, you're right. What do they play around? You've got Bankai who's here. You've got a starter help, provides another a little bit of help. Star. Bankai swinging into it, but the Prowler has to push him back. They're off the flash, off the swing. Gets it. Now the Nightfall's been used, but I don't think it hit anyone. No, they're all still safely playing back in Spawn. Devi looking for a free one, finds nothing.
Down to 4 HP though. No ults to work with here for Paper X. Oh, and the shot from Yampi. They have no more market control.
They're saving.
It's a quick call too.
Yeah, it is. Are they just repositioning, maybe looking for exits? At this point, you've burned so much time. I don't know that you can really commit.
And you've given up the space that you want to fight for exits here. Last time Team Liquid went up through spawn, maybe they're expecting the same sort of thing. Grab the op back, that's nice.
Now the save call makes a bit more sense.
power weapons still available.
Yeah.
But Team Liquid inching ever closer to the end of this group. To the end of Group A.
Need a drop.
4 teams entered. Leviathan, the surprise exit immediately from this group. And 2 contenders in Team Liquid and Paper Rex right now battling it out for that final spot. Healthy bye for Team Liquid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the operator that we saw in the end of the previous round in the hands of Forsaken.
Obscuring vision.
And he is challenging mid. It looks like they're just going to bully Mind Freak off of this site.
That wall just gets him out. Mind Freak alone.
It's a really good cover, and then they can flash out of it if they need be. But Mind Freak
hello?
paranoid. Oh, yeah, I thought he
through
was
the wall!
weird.
Spike
Yampi and Navera hold them back. Benkai from up top sees everything, sees everyone. But cannot get the space he's looking for meanwhile.
Oh my goodness.
Forsaken, creeping
Spike planted.
forward. Soulcast, Spidey senses tingling. A really good idea that there's somebody behind him. You see the pings out on the minimap, but the timing not on his side. They still have a shot at this. Devi still has Node, and they still have some utility to work with from Benkai. One more Prowler to his name.
It's a fight.
And he lands the shot! Scream and Dima stick outnumbered. The spam through is Forsaken, finds another. Can Dima hold them back himself? The new addition to Liquid finds nothing.
And Paper X bring it up to 8 at this point. Holding Liquid to 3. Super crucial now for them to shrink this even more before Liquid gets the chance to get onto match point.
What a massive kill out from Forsaken. The second one was funner to look at, yeah, but you really, I mean, if not for that first kill on the Soulcast, they don't get that space. He doesn't get the second kill. They don't get the sight back. Oh yeah, I see him now.
Is that the coach? I mean, you just called the timeout.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Precog going on.
It didn't look like Doomros, but
No? The timeout's been called. Liquid with some time to think things over. A momentary lapse in the action as they try to figure out how they keep Paper X back. Because at the second half, I mean, it hasn't been maybe as clean as they would have liked, but the truth is they have it, the numbers advantage as far as rounds go in the second half. They've, for all intents and purposes, eviscerated this lead. This is way, way, way closer than I think anyone expected at halftime. After the first 2 rounds, remember, the first 2 rounds went in favor of Liquid in the second half.
Yep.
And since then, it's been 4 of 5 in favor of Paper X.
Yep. A ridiculous stat for Navera.
And he's got to keep it up.
The guy's playing KO. KO, and he's 7-1 in first duels. KOs don't even duel that much normally.
He's got to keep it up, though.
What a team effort from Liquid, and you look at that.
Yeah.
Jing has slowed down a little bit since we started singing his praises. He's going to have to speed back up. Oh, that's interesting. That could turn. Just to nade them off before. So, usually that knife gives you free A main control. But with the nade, he has the time to sit there. And the follow-up from Team Liquid is going to be continue to push into Jing right now. Waiting for this one way to fade, and it does.
At the same time that they apply a deep smoke into mid, they prowl in main. And yeah, it's counter.
Looking for Forsaken, he's going aggressive. Jing 2 with the recall at the same time. And Scream's getting his ult up. Mind Freak has it all to do right now.
Over. You're dead.
There are a couple members here. You hear the ult that's been used, the paranoia out to provide some cover. Scream drops the molly and takes the space, but he's got a nightfall he's gonna have to deal with. Soulcast finds Forsaken. Ult takes the space, but no kills found.
Spike down.
Devi on the spam finds
Team
one.
Flash.
This is looking for another no. Yampi's off, cleans him up. Benkai falls too. Is this how it ends for Paper X?
Match point.
Just destroyed on that sight hit. Everything. I mean, Jing went for this recalled smoke push.
So aggressive.
It's the type of play you expect from them.
One enemy remains.
But it doesn't work out. Scream versus Jing. And they're 1 round away from doing it. 1 round away from continuing their streak of never missing groups or playoffs.
Oh, and Bala, it's a heavy sec B. Perhaps a mid split. Yeah, you see Cat has been smoked off. Deep mid has been smoked off. That's exactly what they're going to go for. But Forsaken here flashed up, not able to get back to his rendezvous.
The TP backside too.
Liquid Liquid overwhelm everything. Paper X have no defenses. They try to stream onto the site, and they overflow the paper dam that's left. No defenses around, nothing to be seen. Devi and Jing with way too much before them. And now Jing's position spotted, given away. A 5v1 to keep your tournament life alive, to keep the year alive, and nothing is found. Liquid with the prime gaming flawless to survive.